Hello everybody. Now, before I get started, I want to say I hope everyone had a good week and I apologise for missing Tuesday's upload. As I did say in the last video, it was my birthday and I was away for the weekend doing non-birthday related things. So that's why I missed the video. I hope you all understand. But today, do some work on the 525 and hopefully I can get the head gasket done in this video. You know, big ask. Not quite sure if I am going to be able to fulfill that. It's 2 weeks until I actually want to drive it. And I've had this conversation before and I always miss it. It seems like when I do YouTube videos, I seem to miss my deadlines. However, I'm going to give it a good go. So today, I'm going to get the head off. And then next week, I can take it to get fully rebuilt and then hopefully bang it on before the end of the week and get it all running up and driving and stuff. Head gasket kit down there, timing belt, water pump, etc. all ready to go on. There's probably stuff that's missing, not gonna lie, that usually happens. I might try and get the inlet manifold vapor blasted along with the rocker cover, so when it goes back on, it looks really nice. But I don't know who does vapor blasting around here, so I'm gonna have to research that. But that's what we're doing. Let's get the 525 on the ramp, bonnet off, get it done. On the button. It's a real shame we had to pull this thing apart, but needs must. I'm driving, dogs. I've only got a handbrake because I've got no brakes. I need to do this with two hands, don't I? In, thanks for the guidance, puppies. Up. What are you doing? Right, what I've instantly found out is there's like no quick disconnect for this pipe here. So what I'm gonna have to do is take this immaculate bonnet cover off. I don't know if these fall apart or whatever, but this one looks especially like brand new. And there's about 400 million push clips holding it on. So I don't wanna damage it because it's really, really nice. But yeah, that's how you get the bonnet off so I can take the wiper system off. So annoying. Only got a couple of clips broken, but I can now remove it. What a stupid thing. Why can't you just make a quick disconnect there instead of pulling it all apart with like a million clips on it? Dumb. Right, now bonnet is off. I can finally actually work on it like a normal car. The reverse bonnet's good, but you know, working on it like an engine is much better. Battery box out, air box out, radiator out, all the hoses, inlet manifold's got to come off. That means taking the kick down and the throttle cable, etc. All the little vac lines and stuff like that. Probably take all these belts off down here, get that all stripped down. Front cover needs to come off, rocker cover, exhaust manifold. Try not to break all the little tiny little bits that probably can't replace. And yeah, just go from there, get it stripped, and I will join you in a little bit. I was just going to do a, you know, click and it's all mainly removed, but we got this far and I've just taken the front cover off and I've just checked the timing marks. Timing mark there lines up with, well, that timing mark there. The camera's all weird, but it does line up. And if you look at this one, that's clearly one tooth out. No matter where you look at it, that is one tooth out. So, it's what it is, I guess. It ran, it's fine. Maybe it just had a timing belt, but someone potentially been here before and fluffed it up. So, that's good. Anyway, most of it is off. I've just got to take the inlet manifold off. So many little tiny clips and stuff that have to come off, especially under the inlet manifold. Like all of this has come off of here. Where did it all go? It still looks like a full engine bay. So, yeah, cracking on. This will be the last bolt of the inlet manifold. And we should be able to just take it off and the injector rail, etc. I'm assuming is going to come with it, unless it's bolted to the side of the head. I don't know. Figuring it out as I go along. Shock. But you can't take the thermostat housing off until you've got the inlet manifold and the fuel rail off. So, big design flaw. Ah, this one. Nice. Can take that off now. Right, so just dropped the downpipe off, and I've noticed while I was down there, one exhaust stud snapped, two, I think there's another one down there. There's definitely one there, three, and there's definitely one underneath there as well. So at least 4 or 5 snapped exhaust studs, so not looking too promising, is it? Someone's clearly been here before. And, well, hasn't had a nice life, I guess, because they've left them all snapped in there. So add that to the process of things we need to fix. I'm going to try and take the manifold off now. If not, I'll leave it on and obviously get it off. One of the heads is off because it's not really big. It's only like down to there, so it's not like a massive thing. So we should be all clear to pull it off anyway. Pull the time belt off, etc. Into the score. I'll join you when I'm about to pull the head off. Looks relatively decent in here. It's not like gunged up. Looks like it was serviced quite regularly. There's no like water in there. Like it is probably the head gasket's gone and just the water jacket, and it's not actually mixed with the oil. So looks pretty decent. It should come off now. Hey. So yeah, now I've got the head off. You can see where it's sort of blowing the head gasket, and it's very apparent. So obviously these are your waterways, and these are like your oil galleries sort of thing, I do believe. And this one, and is this where the head bolts go? And I don't know. Either way, these ones are the water jackets, so the coolant goes through here, and that's where we've got our issue in the coolant. And if you look here, so we've got like a blown head gasket there. And if you look where that is, you can see there that, you know, part of the head is missing. And that's not just there. This then carries on here, as you can see there. Again, there's a little bit there. The bottom row is pretty decent. And you go to this one, sort of started on there, and then this one, you know, this one's like pretty much in the cylinder, kinda, where this little ring goes. You can see there, it's gone a bit mank, and that is exactly where it's all sort of like dissolved. That's like sort of basically like rot for aluminium, and I think that's caused by using pure water, not distilled water or coolant. If you put in just straight water in there, I'm pretty sure this happens. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's right. But the rest of the head looks decent. Like there's no like carbon buildup or anything like that. It looks really, really decent. We could probably fix this and, you know, get the head rebuilt, and it'd probably be about the same price after you've got a new head and then rebuilt that anyway. So it might be worth just fixing this to start with. Don't know. I'll go away this evening and do some research and ask some opinions, because I want to know. And hopefully by the end of the week we can get one of these back on the car along with one of those back on the car. Fun. Also, I found this on the floor underneath the E34, and I have no idea what it is. It was oily, and I've cleaned it up. It's obviously got a little bit of pitting on it and stuff. I have no idea where it's come from. Where are you going? Weirdos. Anyway. No idea. Right, after speaking to a few people and getting some advice, basically we've come to the decision that I have to just fix the head that we got. It's a little bit extra, but buying another head, which is also second hand, and then figuring out if it's going to be any good or not, it's also just a pain in the ass. So I've dropped the head off to a local machine place, which seemed to be pretty decent. I've had a good few reviews from a couple of people, and he's going to fix all the cracks, snapped exhaust studs, skim it, etc. Not cracks, the little pitting in the head. So he's going to fix all that, and then we're going to get it back. I'm just about to drop off the inlet manifold, rocker cover, thermostat housing, all that sort of stuff to be vapor blasted. So when it goes back together, it's going to work perfectly, and it's going to also look very, very good. There's just a couple of bits that we need to paint. This bit here, this pulley, to clean up all the plastics and stuff. It should really come up decent, just like the rest of the car has. Go on. That's very good. Yeah? Oh, in the face. That looks amazing. God damn. And I think that's where I'm going to end the video. Unfortunately, obviously we haven't got any of those parts back. I started this video with the assumption that I'd have the head back and on by the end of the week, but it turned out that the head was a lot worse than it was, and obviously we haven't got the inlet manifold, rocker cover, etc. anyway, because he's going to do that this weekend. So yeah, just preparing myself in getting this car back together next week, if I can. If I can make it next weekend to play as classic in this car, that'd be great. But obviously the head and the inlet manifold, etc., is all in the hands of some other people. So that'll be the only thing that sort of holds me back. I've ordered like tires, spacers, fuel line, adapters, everything, loads of stuff for this car in preparation of getting it back on the road and driving fairly quickly. So if we get all the cylinder head parts back, then we should be able to get it done for next weekend. And I will show you the progress, obviously, but off camera, done some cleaning. All the scuttles all clean, it's all trim blacked. Cleaned all the engine bay down here, all down the side of here, like all underneath the rubbers. Scuttles all clean, new wiper blades on. They're all trimmed blacked, and just give the whole thing a good clean. Cleaned all the parts surrounding it. There's a mess here, but all the plastic bits are all cleaned up. Cleaned all down there on the rubbers, all down there, top of the ABS pump. Give it a good clean, and it looks really good. It's really come out super nice. So that's one more thing ticked off to this, and I think it will make a massive difference when all the parts are back in, especially when everything else is going to be, vapor honed, and it's going to look so good underneath there. And I'm really excited to get it back. So yeah, hopefully next week this car will be on the road, and it will look very cool. I do assure you. I've got my wheels, got coilovers coming, and it's going to look really cool. So yeah, thank you all for watching. See you later.